Thank you for joining us. I'm Jamie with Compressor Source. Today's video is on leaking pressure switches. We have a lot of calls from customers and questions on why is my switch leaking and what could be wrong. So this video is going to go over the three main reasons that cause a leaking pressure switch. Number one, is the switch leaking constantly while the compressor is running and also when it is shut off? Number two, is the switch leaking only when the compressor is running? Or number three, is the switch leaking only when the compressor is shut off? In front of me here are two of the more common styles of pressure switches. I just chose these for an example here today, but there are many different types. The first question is the pressure switch leaking all the time? It is very important to know when it's leaking and where from. But if the switch is leaking all the time, it is most likely that it is coming from the diaphragm on the bottom of the switch. The diaphragm is a rubber piece that's between this bottom manifold and the switch itself. On both styles of switches, they have a diaphragm. It's just a different shape, different style. If this is the case with your switch, at that point, you just got to replace the whole switch. They don't really make a replacement diaphragm because once the switch is taken apart, it's really hard to get it back together with all the correct pressure settings. So it's best just to buy a new one at that point. The second question was, is the pressure switch only leaking while the compressor is running? If this is the case, it's most likely the unloader of the pressure switch. On this style right here, the unloader is located on the side of the switch, easily visible. On the square D style, the unloader is located on the bottom of the switch. Both have the same principle. If they are leaking while the compressor is running, the unloader of the switch is bad. It can't create a seal internally, and so therefore it leaks the entire time it's running. Most switches don't have replacement unloaders, so you need to buy a whole new replacement pressure switch at that point to fix the compressor. Question number three. Does the pressure switch only leak when the compressor shuts off? This is the most common issue we see, and most times people will buy a new pressure switch, replace it, and have the same issue. If the compressor is leaking through the pressure switch only when the compressor is off, it's most likely coming from the unloader valve located on this one on the side of the switch, or on like the square D style located on the bottom. If this valve is leaking when the compressor shuts off, it's actually doing its job properly. It is actually the check valve that is the issue. And this check valve is designed to hold the air pressure in the tank. So if the seal on this valve goes bad and can no longer hold the air in the tank, when the unloader goes to unload the head pressure off the compressor, the air just continually comes out of the tank through this unloader and will keep leaking until the pressure switch kicks back on. And in this case, this is the valve you want to replace. If this is what you're looking for or you need more information, you can check out some of our other videos or visit our website at www.compressor-source.com or give us a call at 1-888-396-8676. Thanks for watching this video and hope we could help fix your issue.